This is the plaintiff, Jasmine Lovely. She says the defendant stole her keys out of her coat pocket while she was shooting some pool and crashed her car. She has no idea why she took her keys or where she was going. All she knows is her car's totaled. The insurance only covered 80% of the car's worth. The defendant 100% owes her $3,000 for all she's out. This is the defendant, Keontae Borders. She says the plaintiff picked her up and she was drunk, so she got into the driver's seat and drove them to the pool hall. She dropped the plaintiff off in front, and when she was pulling into the parking lot around the corner, she was hit. Luckily, the other guy was at fault because the plaintiff didn't have insurance, and his insurance company paid out the claim. How the plaintiff thinks she owes her money is a mystery because she feels she doesn't. She's accused of cracking up. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $3,000 for harassment.
All parties, please use your right hand.
What you are about to witness is real. The participants are not actors. They are actual litigants with a case pending in civil court. Both parties have agreed to drop their claims and have their cases settled here before Judge Marilyn Milian in our forum, the People's Court.
You seated? Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn in.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Jasmine Lovely.
Yes.
You are suing your, I guess, former friend, Keontae Borders?
Yes.
Okay. You are suing your former friend for, let's see, $3,000, a statutory maximum in your state, $1,746 that you are out because the car was crashed, and the rest for aggravation. You have a counterclaim against her for, let's pick a round number, $3,000 for harassment. All right, let me hear from you. What's going on?
We went out to...
Who's we?
Well, me, the defendant, and a couple of mutual friends. We went out.
Are any of those other mutual friends here?
No.
No, these are just moral support people?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
We went out to a pool hall, and...
In your car?
Yes, in my car.
Okay.
We was there. We was having fun. We was, out.
Who parked the car at the pool hall?
I did.
Okay.
One of our mutual friends came up to me, asked me could she take my car, and I told her no, because she didn't have her license, but she did have her license, but I never seen her drive before. So the defendant cousin said she had her license and showed me her ID, and I told her, okay, cool, you can go to the store. About not even 10 minutes later, I get a call from the first person that asked me could she hold the car, and she just like, girl, your car. I'm like, what happened? She like, your car is total. I'm like, what you mean it's total? She said, girl, Keontae crashed your car. So I'm like, well, how did Keontae get my keys? I never gave my keys to Keontae.
Who had you given the keys to?
I gave it to Zakia.
And that's Keontae's cousin?
Yes.
Okay, go on.
And I walked up to the scene. By the time I got up there, I only seen my vehicle there. The cops already had left and everything, and it was total.
And what happened to the people who were in the car?
They already been taken by the ambulance.
What happened?
That's a lie. I was picked up from my job. I get off of work at 12:30 at night. She picked me up with a friend of hers. He was a male, and it was another vehicle as well there, which was two other guys in the vehicle. When I decided to go, because she was saying, oh, Keontae, she was telling me like, oh, look, I got two guys, you know anybody else that want to hang or whatever. I was like, yeah, let me go get my cousin Zakira. So make a long story short.
No, don't make a long story short, because everything you've told me.
Because I didn't want to jump off.
Stop.
Okay.
I want to know, before you get to the pool hall, who drives to the pool hall?
I drove to the pool hall, but
Why did you drive her car?
Because she and another friend was already partying, drinking and stuff. We ends up going to her house. When Zakira get dropped off.
Hold on. Who drives to her house?
She did.
Okay. And then, at her house, what occurs?
Now we decide, okay, so what we gonna do? We either gonna sit in your house, but my friend already knew one of the guys and was like, oh, he steals.
He's what?
He steals. Like, he's a thief.
Okay.
So we decided, okay, we're not gonna invite them inside. Let's go somewhere.
Let's just go somewhere with him.
Yes, so we was like...
Because he's a thief. Nothing says sex appeal to me like he's a thief.
Well, no, we had our talks. we didn't want him to know that his friend was a thief and we was, bashing him.
No, you're killing me. All right, so you get in the car, everybody decides we're gonna go hang out with the thieves at where? At the pool hall.
Right.
Who drives to the pool hall?
I did.
And you say she's lying.
Yes.
So now, according to you, you give Zykia the keys, and yet Zykia lets her drive.
Yes.
And according to you,
I already, from the time we left Jasmine house, I call her Yaya sometimes because that's the name we grew up calling her.
just so you can confuse me more.
Right.
From the time you leave Yaya's house, you say, let me drive.
She gave me her keys. I drove us there. I picked up Camilla off of her block, which is a few blocks from Jasmine house. So now we head into the pool hall. We gets there. We there for a good minute, and the guy was telling us, like, oh, we have a wait. Okay, now we want to go get something to eat. The three of us left.
Who's the three of us?
Camilla, Zakira, and
How'd you
myself.
get the keys to go ahead
I
and
already
leave?
had the keys. I never gave her back the keys.
Who gave you permission to leave and go eat?
She did. She said it was all right. She was with her friend, so that's what it was. The friend left his phone behind. That's why
Okay, so wait. Everybody stop. So you take the car in order to go eat.
Right.
Okay, and what happens?
Okay, on our way there, maybe a minute after we get into an accident, I have the right of way to go straight. The other vehicle was coming the opposite direction. He makes that left turn, cutting me off, making me hit him.
Right.
Because I had no other choice to go other way.
Right. Now the
otherwise.
police came.
The police did come.
And do they give you a ticket?
Before all of that happened, Camilla was able to get on the phone and tell her, oh, your vehicle was struck.
Uh-huh.
And even though her nose were bleeding, the head was my cousin head. Well,
Which one's your cousin?
Right.
She's not my cousin. We
Wasn't her cousin.
grew up
Well, then-
together that we call each other cousins. I don't want to.
This is a test.
Which one are you calling a cousin?
Zakira. I call Zakira my cousin
one I
because
Okay.
we grew up together.
Okay.
So, and if someone else don't know me, I
How were
consider
they?
Yaya
Were
my
they
sister.
hurt?
Huh? Yes, they were hurt. She was injured. She had a head injury, and Camilla had a nosebleed
Did they go in an ambulance
Yes,
to the
they did.
hospital? They got out that same night, right?
that morning.
That morning.
After
okay.
I called that evening, I called them a lift.
Okay. And so you stay.
I stayed with the vehicle because I had to wait for AAA.
And she gets there.
I
How
told
long
her.
after the accident does she get there?
Like, it was only down the block, maybe 10 minutes.
Okay.
She was
And
there.
are the police there when you get there?
No.
According to her, the police are gone already?
They were there because they asked me,
They
was that
left.
Jasmine? Jasmine had a warrant. So when they ran it, they was like, are you,
Or you had a warrant?
you had the warrant.
I didn't have a warrant at the time. I have a warrant now for that accident.
Wait,
because
what? No, wait. You don't talk at all. And what are you saying? What are you
I have a
saying?
warrant. I didn't have a warrant then. She had a warrant. That's why she gave the wrong name.
No, I gave the wrong name because she
gave
didn't have
the wrong name
insurance.
because she didn't.
You
have
didn't know she didn't have
She
insurance.
went- Camilla
According
got
to you,
on
you
the phone.
found that out later.
Camilla
so
had-
your
I found
name,
that out at the scene of the
Kayante
incident.
Borders never got to the police. Instead, you told them you were who? Jasmine Smith?
Brown.
No, she was
Who's
there.
Jasmine
She was
Smith?
Jasmine Brown. She was not there.
Is that a person, though?
I don't know.
It's someone clearly
I don't
because
know.
they wrote.
Okay,
they said
well,
I didn't have a
apparently you
license.
gave the wrong name because that Jasmine Smith also doesn't have a license. Do you have a license?
Yes,
Let me see it.
have nothing on.
Lying.
Where is it?
I don't think you got a license.
Well, no, I don't have,
don't have a
a valid license, but
Oh.
I did have a license.
What'd you think I was asking you?
Well, the thing is, Camilla
And
called
if you
her.
check
She
the
The
said
thing
she
is, I
didn't
asked
have.
you, do you have a license? You said, yeah, I asked you to prove it, and
If
then
you
you
check the
said, I
records-
was lying a minute ago.
At
That's
the
the thing.
time of
Stop
the
talking.
accident-
Stop
is-
talking.
One second.
So, at the scene, I have the police report.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the police give you 2 tickets, one for not having a license, because they don't know Jasmine.
They didn't ask for nobody ID. I told them we were in a
Well,
rush.
no, your ticket was for not producing a license.
Right.
They gave it in the name. I love this. I hope the police are watching. I may send them a copy of this trial. But so they give you a ticket in the name Jasmine Smith, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but they also give you a ticket.
Oh, this got sent in the mail. I
Oh,
got a
now they
ticket for
got-
allowing unlicensed driver to drive. This got sent in the mail.
What ends up happening is you don't have insurance,
No,
so you're driving without insurance. So do they give you a ticket for that too?
no.
Okay. What tickets do you get? Allowing an unlicensed
Just that.
driver?
Yes.
Okay. Did you go to court for it?
No.
What'd you end up doing?
I missed the court date because I had to work, so I missed the court
Well, she
date.
has
I
a warrant.
called the. So I have a warrant.
So you missed that court date. Now there's a warrant out for you?
Mm-hmm.
And so what's happening now is you've got a warrant for your arrest, and B, you end up settling with Progressive for 80% of the amount, correct? Because they say that she's 20% responsible.
Yeah.
On account of what?
Because how hard they hit. She was speeding, so it was like, there's no way she was doing
But there's
25.
no accident reconstruction on how hard they hit. The police report doesn't say anything like that. All the police report says is that guy says her lights were off and she was speeding because he didn't see her. Well, no, you might not have seen her because you weren't looking. Like, that's the most ridiculous thing I ever heard. But you settled with Progressive and you signed something saying you're not going to go after that. Who was the driver of the other car? Was a man or a woman?
A man.
I'm still trying to figure out, did you speed?
I didn't tell him that she didn't have insurance.
No, that wasn't my question. Did you speed? When the accident happened, were you speeding?
No, I was going 30. If
And
that was the case.
were your lights on?
Yes, my lights were on.
Okay.
Her
Do you
lights, she
have
has
any
automatic
evidence
lights.
otherwise?
No.
Right. So you have $1,254 for aggravation of losing your job at Amazon. Why would you lose your job at Amazon?
I had no way to get there.
I thought Amazon was like everywhere. Like where was your job at Amazon? Was physically where?
Well, I was in Elizabeth, but I had just started that job, and before that,
Why didn't you take public transportation instead of losing
because
the job?
I was unemployed. I just started that job. I didn't have no money to do it.
Why don't you borrow a few bucks for public transportation so that you can get to a job so you would have money so you wouldn't be in this position? I mean, do you guys see how a small problem becomes a gargantuan blockage in your life because you let it get there when, you don't have insurance and then something horrible like this happens? I mean, it's just, you apparently lose a job over not figuring out how to get to your job. That's nuts. And your counterclaim, I'm dying to hear it. You have a counterclaim against her for harassment. For what?
He say, she say, going through other people instead of me, not me.
You can't be serious.
Yes.
Okay.
And more.
What would
Like her
entitle
saying
you
that
to have
I
me
had
order
this-
her to pay you $3,000? What did she do?
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So, if somebody borrows somebody else's car and they get in an accident, but it's not their fault, does the car owner have a right to make the driver pay immediately?
Yes.
But it wasn't the driver's fault.
Well, I think they should wait till the insurance people settle it.
What if he doesn't want to wait? What if he just says, I want the money now? I'm not waiting for the insurance money.
I would say it's up to the owner of the actual car, even though the owner is someone else, to go against the other party and let the insurance companies handle it.
So the person that you borrowed the car has no obligation here to pay anything?
I would say, yes, you do have an obligation, and if you borrow the car from someone, you should be responsible for all the finances. But
You literally changed your mind.
I did? Oh, God.
Going inside the courtroom.
I allow her to use my vehicle at times, and I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't.
Oh, Lord,
This
stop
has been my
talking.
friend for
Okay.
15 years.
So
I have
everybody
her
stop
number.
talking. Here's how it works. When someone loans you their car, there is an expectation that you're going to return it the way you took it. Whether she loaned it to you or loaned it to the other person, we know you're the one who drove. I don't care. She seems to be hung up on you didn't have permission and all this. That doesn't. I don't even have to decide if that's true or not. It doesn't matter. If I loan you my car because you want to go get something to eat, the expectation is it's going to come back in the same form as I loaned it to you. So even though the accident isn't your fault, the deficit is, and you have a cause of action against the guy who hit you. Okay? She signed a waiver, you didn't. You understand what I'm saying? So you can file a lawsuit to recoup that, but the person who loans you can't borrow a car and say, oh, not my fault, you go chase that guy. That's not how the law works. The law allows them to be made whole by the person they loaned the car to, and you're the one involved in the thick of things. You're the one who then goes after that person for the deficit that I'm about to order that you do have to pay. I find in your favor in the amount of the $1,746. I'm not finding for anybody on aggravation. So on your counterclaim against her, 0. On your claim against her, the actual deficit that you gave up. $1,746, verdict for the plaintiff.
Thank you.
Well, the argument continues in the courtroom. The defendants come out. All right, you got to pay her. This is $1,746, I think it is. You're smiling. You're going to have to do it. You okay with that?
I'm fine with it
Why?
because I know what I got to do after. She signed the waiver, not me.
Yeah, she did sign the waiver, yeah. But, you've got to make up the difference. So that's where you are. Sorry about that.
That's okay. I'm
Okay,
fine
very
about
good.
that.
All right. What a night, huh? Bad night for everybody, I guess, involved here. This Miss Lovely?
Yes.
Yaya? Everybody's got a different name in this case. This is crazy. The judge thinks you should not have signed that agreement with the insurance company, you know?
That's fine.
Too late now, though,
Right.
huh?
Yeah, it was
Okay. Well, anyway, the
I got
friend.
my money from the friend.
Yeah,
So
you did.
I'm
Okay,
good.
all right. The friendship is over, obviously, right?
Yes.
You learn anything from all of this? Number one, you got a warrant out against you. What are you going to do about that?
Pay it off as soon as I get my money.
Okay, all right, go pay it off.
All right.
Hope you don't end up in jail. My goodness gracious. They're not going to jail, she says. Harvey, let's hope so.
Okay, Doug, I mean, look, when you borrow somebody's property and you're not paying anything for it, you have a duty to use great care. Pretty much, if the property is damaged, you're responsible for fixing it.